Welcome back to my page. Got another quick video for you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about what it's been like owning my car for a year. I think I've done everything that is possible to do to this car. I've enjoyed it. I've made this car exactly how I want it. The only thing I wanted to do that I haven't done yet was change the rims to black. But I get so many compliments on these chrome rims that it's like, it's really no point of me changing them. You know, sometimes you have a taste that you like, but other people like things another way. So, you know, and I really don't hate the chrome rims. So on that note, let's jump straight into it. So what is it like owning this car after a year? It still surprises me. It still gives me everything I need from a car. It's still just as fun as the first day when I bought it. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. Later down the line, you know, if the cards are played right, I'll definitely get one of these just to hold on to. A common question I get asked a lot is, what is it like daily driving this car? You know, I really don't daily drive this. I drive it on the weekends whenever I get free time. It's just something to treat myself. You know, you work hard, man, you gotta play hard too. And I'm a big believer in that. So I don't daily drive this car, to answer your question, but I do. But I have driven it in the rain. I have driven it in the snow. And I can tell you this car will be a perfect daily. Now, the next question I get is maintenance. I'm on my way right now to get an alignment done. It should make the car drive better and make the tires last longer. And maintaining it is a hassle, but we all know what we signed up for when we buy these type of cars. If it's not one thing with this car, it's the next. It's hard to explain. If you've ever owned a high-end car, you know what I'm saying. So let's take a quick moment to just talk about how appreciative I am for all the subscribers I've been getting. But I have noticed that there's a lot of people watching my page that aren't subscribed. Subscribing to the page helps me out tremendously. It helps me put out more content. And it just shows that you guys appreciate the work that I'm doing. If you find any value in these videos at all, just consider subscribing to it. It's free, it doesn't cost anything. And I'd appreciate it. So let's jump straight back into it. Okay, so we're finally pulling up to Firestone to get my alignment. Okay, so now that we have the alignment done, the car is driving much better. And it's crazy that this car still surprises me after so much time. Now, does it have its pros and cons? Of course. Of course, you have to worry about fuel economy and maintaining the car, but I feel like that comes with every car. As far as maintenance goes, I do need new brakes and rotors, and I'm gonna get on that as soon as possible. The interesting part about it is that doing the brakes on this car is actually cheaper than doing it on my C63, which I thought was funny. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brakes whenever I get a chance. As far as owning this car for a year, I could definitely say that this car is reliable. I just know every time I go to start the car, it's gonna start. And that's a very comforting feeling. I've had cars that were fast, but it's like they're not reliable. You don't know what you're getting. One day you might be able to jump in no problem, the next day it's giving you issues. So that's another thing that I really like about this car. I definitely don't regret buying this car. You know, I made this car exactly how I wanted. You know, from the Wise Tech tune to the stationary wing to the AMG drive unit buttons that are on the steering wheel. I've made this car exactly how I wanted it. And then the next question I get asked all the time is, what's gonna be my next car? And I've given it some thought. I'm a four-door guy. I like four-door cars. You know, all my cars I've ever had, I've had the Charger, I've had the C63, and now I have the GT63. I couldn't really see myself in anything other than a four-door car until I have at least 4 or 5 cars. I like how useful four-door cars are. I like how in any situation you can make it work. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but that's my thing about four-door cars. In any situation, you can always fold down a seat, you know, or fit extra people in. You know, it just comes very useful. As far as my next car, I'm thinking it's gonna be a Lamborghini. You know, I definitely wanna go supercar. And it's crazy because the Lamborghini I'm looking at is not, a lot of people wouldn't even call it a real Lamborghini, but I do. They call it an Audi, you know, and if you know where I'm going with this, then you know. I'm looking at the Lamborghini Urus. A lot of people look at it like, why would you buy the Urus when you could get the Audi RS Q8? Because it's the same car, but I think they're different and I can enjoy the differences in both cars. But to me, I feel like that's the best way to get into the supercar realm is to go Lamborghini Urus first. And then after that, then you could start venturing into different cars because you'll have that on your credit report, or you can show that you've had these type of cars before. Yeah, so I think that's what's next for me. I really want to step up in cars and go to the next level of car ownership. So I think that's the next car I'm going to get. That's another big question I've been asked. So I want to send a special thank you to everybody who made it to this point of the video. I really do appreciate it. If you find any value out of these videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. Let's keep working, let's keep building, and until next time, guys, peace.